You.
Do you want to go there?
Yes, I need to. I don't. Sorry, I made a noise.
I want a crystal too. Grab
Which
one for
one?
me. Let Isis decide. Yeah.
I think you can. Yeah, they tell me about it.
Cool. Okay.
Here's my water. I'm so clumsy today.
I'm just sharing the link, you guys. That's why I'm not saying anything. 'Cause I'm very focused.
I got to my room and I was like, what am I forgetting?
Oh God. Look at every single time we look crazy when we do this.
What? The capture?
Yeah.
Okay.
My nose is itching so bad. Okay.
Let's seem a
So
little more
what?
tight. Like, I have less space
I
today.
don't know what you're saying, but it's everything
feel
is zoomed
bigger.
in. We're
I
using a
don't know.
different laptop today, and for me the quality is worse. I don't know for you guys.
Oh,
How
let me
does
just
it-
check something.
what?
We need to do some stuff.
Because I don't like it.
Tell me if it gets better.
Change the
Oh, I have changed it
the
already.
proportion. Let's see.
No, I have done it already. This is the best it gets.
Yeah.
Looking good for me.
I don't know.
Okay. Okay, let's just move on.
Let's move with our lives.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So now we're on. Just so you know, we are here too, and there's no one watching, which is fine. But it's good then we. But
Yeah, it's gonna
just
record automatically.
keep an eye here
so-
too, because maybe someone will not be able to
Okay.
join. So. Okay. You wanna?
I'm just opening stuff on my
Okay.
phone so I can see.
Let me see what you guys have been saying.
I need to focus. Let me use this.
Beautiful light language symbol behind you. Yeah, that came from Ra, the Ra collective, but more on the divine feminine side. So Hathor and all that. Of course, it resonates with you, Ludmila. Yeah, we have awesome mugs. Is that the one that is mine, Eva? Do you know? We got this from Eva. And I love how big it is.
Me too.
It's so beautiful. But I don't know if that's my letter or not.
I'm gonna get a mustache from this.
And Eva also sent us face rollers, you know, the rose quartz. And I think Flavia's is agate or maybe jade. I don't know.
I just know that it's I don't know how I have spent so many years of my life without one of those.
It's so
good.
much.
Okay, there are three
It's
people.
jade.
It's jade.
Yeah. Oh, I love it so much. I want to be doing that all day. My face, like, it's so
good.
relaxing, and it helps with puffiness, which I get a lot before channeling, and well, so which is every day. But like Ra, he does that to me, and he makes my face swollen a little bit, like here and here. And when I use that, he helps so much. So I love it. Thank you, Eva.
Thank you. And I love the gingerbread as well.
Yeah.
So good.
And the dates, I liked it too. And I never used to like dates.
Those stuff,
yeah,
but I liked it.
That was awesome. Thank you.
I think your computer is smaller. Like no, the
Yeah,
size,
it is.
the font. Make it bigger.
How? I don't even know how.
I don't know. Let's just try. It doesn't work. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's easier if people ask questions in the Q&A session here on.
Yeah.
I think it's easier for you maybe.
Yeah, because I can just mark as answered and stuff.
Yeah.
So I know.
You should, Julie. It's awesome. Yeah, mine I know
Yeah.
that it is rose
Hmm.
quartz because it just calls my name and I love it. I have a
Yeah.
huge chunk of rose quartz here now. So yeah, that's awesome. Okay, Eva. That's awesome. So we're gonna do this as we did
Okay.
last time with Yeshua,
Hmm.
but this time it's Isis. And for whoever is new, Isis is we'll say she's I would say that she is a Greek, not Greek, Egyptian goddess. She's like, yeah, I was born in Egypt. um and she is a divine mother. The way that I see her is she's a divine mother of like all creation. She was one of the embodiments of the Sophia or the divine creatrix or whatever we want to call that. And she is awesome. I can't
Yes.
even, I was, of course, that when I'm going to channel them like this, they show up a few days before. And it's not like Isis has ever gone anywhere because she's a fractal of me, a fractal of Flavia. So she's always around. And oh my God, I love her so much because she is just awesome. She was that different. When she was embodied, she was talking about that how different she was and how powerful she was in her role in her community and how beautiful all of that was. And she was just like, that's the way that she helps a lot of us. It is breaking old paradigms of this empowerment of the feminine. She was so powerful and she was so respected for the things that she did, and how powerful of a healer she was and a channel, and the ways that she worked with everyone in her community and how people respected her for that. And she's saying that she earned that trust and that respect over time because she was weird. She's saying I was a witch, as people would call if I had been born, well, thousands of years in the future. So it is. She's just so powerful, and she's all about standing in your power and speaking your truth and not being afraid of being powerful in your environment. She is the best. And the ways that she works with me a lot, and I was just thinking about this today, it is on boundaries, things that people don't even think about a lot. It's like we talk so much about oneness that we feel like, oh, everyone is me, so everyone can crap all over me, and it's not the case. And the way that she helps me being assertive in my power and establishing boundaries, because when you're doing a work like we do here, and we are always bringing those beings through our bodies, and you need to maintain your frequency. It's the most important thing for channels, I think. It is maintaining your frequency, because otherwise your body will suffer when you bring them through you. And you see that she will take over and she will speak through me. So her energy, her soul, whatever we want to call that, it's in my body. So you can imagine that sometimes, if even if we feel them around us, they make us hot, they make the body react in some ways. So the ways that she's been helping me a lot, not only with that, but it's one of her main roles for me. It is helping me with boundaries, helping me say no to people, helping me understand that it's okay if I don't want to answer a text, if I don't want to answer a call, because we feel guilty about those things, right? Oh my God, people are going to hate me, or and we feel responsible for others. And that's the other way that she helps me a lot. She was the one that really taught me that everyone is their own god, and it's not my place, it's not my responsibility to change anyone, to change anyone's path, to change anyone's mind. My The only thing that I can do is love them and accept them for exactly the perfect god that they are. And oh God, as an empath, the ways that this changes everything, because then you will stop absorbing all of that energy that is not going to be good for you and for your frequency. So she helps me a lot with that, and she is inviting anyone that is having any kind of problem with that to talk to her. She is obviously very approachable, and she works with all of us. Everyone that is here today is connected to Isis somehow, and she is, because she's in everything, and she's been called the one of 1,000 names, I think, because she shows up as everything, and she's one of the biggest and most worshipped deities in the world, you know. So, but and then if you think about her like that, and like, oh my God, how am I gonna talk to her, you know? But she's so approachable, she's so loving, she's just a breeze, you know, and she's so comfortable, you know. Talking to her is like talking to your best friend. So yeah, do you want to talk about your experience with Isis, the ways that she manifests through you?
She, every time
Because she has something to say about that.
She shows up very strongly. She makes me clean the house. She doesn't make me like I feel this
yeah,
this
the need to just clean stuff,
clean and organize,
be organized.
And, yeah,
she
and
helps me
I'm
with
not
that
even
too.
mad about it. Like I do it joyfully, you know.
Yeah, it's like
singing, and
it's like
stuff.
Monica from
Yeah.
Friends.
Oh yeah,
that's what Flavia becomes.
I was just thinking about it because the lights are all messed up, and I'm like, oh my God, I need to organize it, but no, not the time.
Yeah. So she was explaining to me how it is that she expresses like that through you and through me sometimes, because she said the first thing is that when she was embodied, the biggest issue that she had with that she wanted to work on herself and her personality was the need to control and surrender, you know. And she said that she went through so many things that helped her with that surrender, with her husband, with her child, you know, and the ways that she ended up bringing them back, but you know, knowing that it was okay for them to go and not, you know. So all of that and all of that storylines of things that happened to her and the ways that she ended up manifesting those things so she could let go. So she's saying that she was a bit of a control freak, which is interesting because
relatable.
Yeah, to you and to the character in my book that is Isis. Oh God, she is so Isis in a body, and I love her so much.
So much.
And she says that was the thing for her because she wanted everything to be perfect. So she says that I was a perfectionist. So that's something that I needed to learn to let go of. It's like everything is in the flow of the divine and divine timing. So those were things that she chose to experience on earth as her embodiments and many other beings. So she says that you gravitate a lot towards that because it is so in agreement with your own personality and the ways that you. So when she comes close to you, she says that I only heightened what is already there, and that goes for everyone and everyone that is willing to work with Isis. She says that it works like this. So that's why I manifest through different beings in different ways. So Flavia becomes Monica from Friends.
And there's this feeling also because I care a lot about the energy of the space I live in, and for me, when it is too cluttered, it's just like stuck energy, you know. And I need to have it moving. I don't sleep well if it is like this, and I need to change. I need to get it a very good flow inside, and it also works with the body. Like when I say when she's close, but she's literally
when you're
here.
aware of her.
I want to eat healthier. I want to be more take better
aware.
Care of my temple, and it involves like the physical body, the spiritual body, the energy body,
the house, everything. Yeah. So those are just some ways that she expresses through us, of course. And she is open to talk to you all about all of that and answer any questions that you have, of course. She does not have a theme for today, so you're free to ask anything that you'd like. And I think that she's telling me to look to the chat. Inanna and Ishtar, yeah, they are both embodiments of Isis. She's saying that you are too. There's a question here, so let's see if it's for now or later.
Wow, guys, I will look like a creep today because I will need to be closer to the computer.
I think it's for her,
I'm
right?
so
Because I
sorry.
can't read.
Let me read.
That happens when I'm about to trans-channel them. I don't like reading
I think
questions
this is for
before
Isis.
because I don't want my ego, my mind to taint, let's say, the answer. So I never look at the questions.
Yeah.
And my agreement with my higher self is that now I read, and it's like I'm mixing the words. I can't understand anything that I'm reading. It's like a different language that I don't speak. So it's always when that happens, I'm like, that's not for me to answer. So yeah. So do you want to talk about how they get in line to speak? And
Yeah, I see that there are a few people watching from on YouTube. You can put your questions there in the comment section. I will try to keep track of everything because we need to have some questions here on Patreon and live on Zoom. But if you want to come on screen with us, you just click on you have a small icon with a hand called raise a hand. If you raise a hand, it means that you want to come on screen. So I will bring you on screen to ask your questions directly to Isis. And as I will go through like in order of who raises the hand first. I will probably try
well, I
to.
wouldn't say raise the hand first because maybe it's gonna show up differently there. So because there's already people raising hands and we can know who is first. I don't know if it shows
No,
first,
it
like the first
shows.
person that raised the hand. But everyone who has the hand raised, you will be called.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So
and I
there
will
is
try
that.
to alternate between written question and live question.
Yeah.
Like,
And as we talked about last time when we did this with Yeshua, be succinct in your question and all that because there's a lot of people that want to come. So, and we are going to do this for about an hour and a half, we'll see. So just be mindful that other people might want to, but don't feel like you can't talk, of course. But
yeah.
just don't, I don't know. And she will let you know also. I don't know how it was because I did not watch it from
The other one?
Yeshua. Yeah. The only thing that I know is that he opened my eyes, and that
Yeah.
was a little creepy because I don't remember
No,
anything.
what you mean is like they can go straight to the questions? Not is that it?
No, I mean I didn't know how was the flow because
was-
Yeshua is so
It
chill.
was
And
fine because there wasn't so many people, and
yeah,
they
there's more
could
people
come
today.
back and stuff. But now we have a little more,
Yeah.
so just there's no need to give a background most of the time. Isis
She will ask you if she wants you to talk about it. She'll ask you because mostly when they want you to express things, they want you to hear you say it because most of the times, well, I'll say all of the time, you already have the answer. They would just tap into those things and they would tell you. So when they really need you to go deeper, they will ask you questions, So yeah, that's it. But don't feel scared to ask her back. And if you didn't understand something, you can ask her to explore a little bit more, So don't be shy. And she's very easy to talk to. So I guess that's that. And I'm going to go to sleep. And you guys will talk to her. If there's anything else that you want us to cover before we start. Do you have water there?
Well, I have.
Never mind.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to feel that, but
is it tea?
I'm gonna, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go. So everyone, okay? Can we start? And I don't think we have any questions on Patreon, right?
We do.
Okay.
I know of two.
You're gonna multitask like a boss today.
Yeah. Don't ask me about it later because I probably not gonna know what happened.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So have fun. I am Isis. It is in such joy of reunion that I come through this form again. Thank you, my children.
Thank you for joining us. We love having you here.
I love being here.
So, would you like to start with a question on screen with us or a written one?
You decide, dear one.
I decide.
Yes.
Okay. Let's start with a written one then.
I knew you would choose that.
Yeah. The first question we have is from David. He asks, I've had dandruff on my scalp all my life and I'd like to get rid of it. Do you have any suggestions about what I could do to have a solution and not to treat symptoms?
Energetically, you are always shedding the old so you can open space for the new. Your body reflects that in so many ways. For example, in every 7 days, your skin renews itself. All of your cells die and are reborn. This is one of the processes of your own body. And you may notice that at times it gets heavier and you feel more of that shedding. It's because you're ready to be open to the new. The more you align the body with the flow of the divine that is in you at all times, the easier it is for the physicality to follow. So I would say that letting go of control can be very beneficial. It can help the physicality to understand that there is nothing to protect you from. And that goes for everyone. But if we want to talk about remedying it, rosemary oil in your shampoo, it can be very helpful. But I would say just a few drops, don't use it too much. So say that if you want to put it inside the bottle, a whole bottle, you can use about 11 drops. But if you want to use it as you are just putting it in your hand before you put it in your scalp, about 2 drops, 1 to 2 drops. It's going to help.
Thank you very much. Now let's bring someone on screen. The first person we have is Isabella. Let's see. Hi, Isabella. Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Awesome.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm so nervous.
Don't be nervous.
I'm trying not to.
I'm your friend.
I know you are. I love you so much.
I love you too, dear one.
Thank you. I actually don't have a question, but almost also a request. And it goes like, how do I make a stronger bond with my daughters, all of them, and clear the ancestral lineage in my family, with all the women in my family?
Such a powerful question. Thank you for asking. Thank you for your bravery.
Thank you.
We'll say that so many women right now, and you are one of them, you carry codes in your womb. And those codes, we might say that they may free all the lineage. So whatever healing, whatever balancing you do in your womb, you do to all of them. And you do to all of your relationships, not only with your daughters and with all of the women in your lineage, but also any relationship at all. So working with those energies begins with honoring the womb. It begins with honoring the role of the womb in you. On your uterus, we'll call that yoni. It's everything, your reproductive system. Honoring it and honoring its role. And understanding that if there's even a hierarchy, and I guarantee that is not, but so we humor ourselves. The place in you that is the most divine is your womb. So as you honor that as such, as you love it, as you learn to have a relationship with your womb, with your sexuality, with your blood, you heal everything and everyone. That's the power of the goddess that is in you. And that's what we've been wanting to teach all of you, to remember, to become more and more aware of that beautiful power. So creating that relationship with your womb, it begins with respecting it. It begins as seeing it as the goddess that it is. It begins with accepting its power. And you as a mother, you know how powerful it is because it created life, right?
Yes.
So honor that. Honor your sexuality. Love your sexuality. Love your pleasure. Love how powerful sexual energy can be. And use that to heal yourself and them. Because everything you do upon yourself, you do to them. So the more that you love yourself, the more you respect yourself, the more you honor your own divinity, the more you will mirror that to them. And that's exactly how they will be aware that they feel about you and themselves. Does it make sense, dear one?
Yes, it does.
So create this relationship. And I'm not saying that you don't have a beautiful relationship with that. Just become increasingly aware of it. Because the more that you see and be and experience your womb, your yoni, the more fruitful your manifestations will become in your eyes. And there are so many beautiful things, practical things in your physicality that you can do. We've been teaching classes through those two vessels, and I know that you've been trying to keep up, which is very beneficial for you. And I will be personally blessing an egg for you if you desire me to. So you can work with that, a yoni egg. Rose quartz one, if you let me choose for
I
you.
would, yes, I would really, really would appreciate it. Thank you so, so much.
Thank you, dear one, and thank you for your question. And know that you are loved beyond measures, and we all have your back.
I
I love you.
love you.
Thank you, Isabella.
Thank you.
Love you.
I love you too.
Let's go to a written question.
This is fun.
Right?
I talk to you, and you listen me, and you see me, and you see my signs.
Mm,
But it's fun to be able to talk to them like this.
yeah.
Yeshua really did have a great idea.
Right. Such a party.
Yes.
The next question is from Elmer. She says, I was meditating Kuan Yin or Mother Mary before when Isis popped up. Quickly, what do you want to tell me? And can you help me to clear and open my soul star chakra?
Yes, dear one. I come to you as the mother in you, as the Divine Mother, the Divine Creator that is you. And that's how I show myself to you. So you can see that love in me and you can embrace it as your own. Because I love you as everything. And I wish for you to love yourself the same. So that's why I'm showing up. Because you've been working with compassion and with self-love and understanding of yourself. And your chakras, they are not closed, dear one. They are all bright, all open. It's just a matter of awareness. The more you accept your role as a divine being in a body, the more aware you become of your divinity. And that's when you can be aware of the connection that you have with yourself, with your higher self, with your guides, with the fractals of you, whichever way pleases your own vocabulary. They are all you. You just become aware of them. And that's all it takes.
Thank you. Let's bring the next person on the screen. It's Eva.
So you mean it's me?
Yep.
Aren't you all?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Sorry, I'm trying to put myself on the video, but I cannot. But it's okay. I will just ask the question without. It's fine. Hello, Isis. I'm so happy to talk to you. I'm super excited about it today.
Hello, dear. I love
Hi.
you.
I love you. I wanted to ask about multidimensional grids that you were guiding me to start creating, and about the importance of the elements in them, like blooming, sprouting plants, element of heat, copper, silver, salt, gold, all of these elements. I wanted to ask if you could please tell us a little bit more about those and about the steps that are required to create one. Thank you.
It's a beautiful question, dear one. We'll go in parts, I'll say. Creating a multidimensional grid means that your awareness is conscious in many other parts of yourself, in many other dimensions or timelines. So we may say that anytime you put yourself with the task of creating one of those, there are many Evas that are working on the same project. And each one of them is working on them in a different level, depending on that current awareness in that physicality that wants to work with that kind of energy. And as you create the grid, it works as a portal. So you can go through all of those awarenesses of yourself. So you can see life through your own eyes in different environments, I would say. It's a very, very powerful gift that all of you have, but it's not in line for everyone to explore. Because it can get a little messy, as you know, a little confusing. You will be crossing dimensions as you walk on a street, and you know that that has happened for you. And it gets a little confusing for the human mind. So the ways that the elements work is that they hold space for you, for your physicality, for your mind, for your spirit, for everything that is you in all of those dimensions. Because those elements, they represent different things on earth. So we may say that in a way, all of them, they keep you grounded. So you can really profoundly observe and absorb what is necessary or what is serving you at that moment. And I'll say that choosing which element to work with is just as choosing a crystal. You let them choose you. So go with whatever it is that your intuition is telling you to. Because your higher self, she knows what you need in that current present state that you are. So all of the elements, they have different signatures, they have different, slightly different energies, and all of the representations of those elements, they bring something different to the table. But still, if you think about it, they are all earth-based. They are all elements that you can find on earth. So they all ground you. So they hold space for you to fully embrace and fully accept and fully surrender to the beautiful, beautiful connection that you are creating with the grid. And I would like to tell you that you can also use that to change your timelines, as you do often. It can be a conduit for that. It can be a catalyzer. It can be anything at all that you create. And yours, it's working.
Thank you. I got speechless for a little bit. Yeah, I just wanted to ask if my physical body being tired has something to do with this grid as well, or not.
Such as any, you are an activator and you bring those codes with you as you incarnate in this body. The codes had always been there. It is within you. For you, it is within your fire, mostly. So everything that represents fire in your body and everything that has any correlation to that, that's where your codes are. And whenever it's time, you send those codes to others so you can awaken that code that is already innate to them. So we say that activators because you simply lit that fire in them so they can work with whatever it is that they already had and they already planned on. It's a very beautiful planning, I would say. So the last couple of weeks, well, if I'm being honest, since August, since the 8th of August, you've been experiencing lots and lots of changes in your cellular nature, all of you on Earth. But the ones of you that are activators right now, you experience it way more in the physical body. And I'll tell you that it is good. It's positive. It means that it's working for you. It means that your physical body is in alignment with your light body. So for whoever is feeling any symptoms in the body, just believe that it is simply a way of the body to show you that whatever you've been working on your own growth, it's working. Otherwise, you will not be aware of it at all. So the more you feel, the more it means that it's working, I'll say. But you can help the body fluctuate those energies. You can help it by simply grounding the body. So nature is your best friend. It is your mother. So spending time in nature is very, very helpful. Drinking a lot of water is another thing for all of you, because the human body is made mostly of water. And that's where mostly people carry their codes. It's a little bit different for you right now, Eva, but it goes between fire and air and then earth and water. But drinking a lot of water is very, very helpful. And blessing your water as you drink it. Thank it. Because then you will be able to navigate those energies, not feeling so drained in the physicality. But I'll tell you that the best thing you can do is honor the body, because it is always a friend. It is a tool. It's your vessel. So if the body wants to rest, just give it a rest. Honor it. Don't think that you need to do the human things and the mundane things, that they are more important than yourself. They're not. And the experience on earth right now gives me so much joy, because the collective is finally ready to experience God in a physicality. So you see changes. You see changes in your DNA. You see changes in everything in your physicality, because you are embracing your divinity in this body. So treat the body as a friend. Treat the body as your temple. And just know that at some point it does stop. It's not going to be like that forever. But those energies right now, they are so awakening to you. So that's why the body feels tired or it aches. And it's okay. It's beautiful too.
Thank you so much, Isis, and I'm looking forward to work even more with you. I can't wait.
Always,
so
dear
much.
one. I have big plans for us.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you.
Thank you, Eva. Love you.
I love you.
Okay, let's go to one YouTube question. Maria Hoshal asks, what is my relationship to Isis, and can she give me a message?
You are me, dear one. You are me in a different body. And my mission to you right now, as you might call, is simply to remind you of how divine you are at all times, how beautiful and perfect everything, not only your heart or your mind, but also your body. And also, I'm here to remind you that finding a reason is okay. Sometimes when we start learning about what you call spirituality, things have a way to lose their meaning, because you learn that meaning comes from the mind, it comes from the ego. But everything in your awareness, everything in your world is there to play a role for you, such as the ego, such as the mind, such as the body. The reason, the purpose is there to play a role. And I know how freaked out you all get sometimes when you imagine that nothing has a meaning and so nothing has a reason, so you have no purpose. Your purpose is always to love, to experience love, to sense love in a body. So honor that. Don't overlook it. Don't overlook anything. Honor everything. That's how you get the more peaceful journey on earth. The more you accept your divinity, the easier it is to embrace it. And there's just so much alchemy that you already performed, dear one. Just know that you being here is meaningful. It's important. It's needed. And we love you so much.
Thank you very much. Next person to come on screen will be Ludmila. You want water? Okay, you're on it.
I know this vessel very well.
Yeah.
It's a glorious one.
Right? Hi, Ludmila.
Hello, my dears. I don't know why I cannot start the video, but it's okay. Yeah?
I don't know either. It's probably some settings that we
It's
did
saying
wrong.
that the host has disabled it, but it's perfect. It's okay.
We did it wrong.
Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. Hello, Isis, and it's so wonderful to connect with you.
Hello, dear one.
And it's beautiful how you brought us all together today. So thank you for that.
Thank
My
you for
question-
listening to the call.
We all do. My question is a bit related to me, but I think it's also for the collective. So I feel drawn to working with like the inner snake and the dragons. But I feel a resistance when I connect with this idea, like there's a sort of a fear. And I feel that there's like need to transmute sort of the collective fear for snakes. And can you please help me understand this better? How this process is going on and how I can proceed with that? Thank you.
Yes, dear one. You are all over it. The fear of this representation of your power just reflects the fear of your own power.
Mhm.
So that's the thing that you feel like you need transmuting. And you can do that through so many ways. But I'll tell you that those energies, they are the most powerful source of manifestation that humanity can ever possess in a physicality right now, in your current state of awareness. And you're right when you say that you carry those codes that can free that thinking, that can free that fear, so it doesn't exist no longer. So you work with yourself. You work with owning your own power, owning your own divinity. And in so many ways, it expresses as owning your sexuality and honoring that and loving that and expressing that. There's something that there's a strong correlation with your yoni and your throat. They are even similar in the way that they look. So those are the two channels in your own body that you are working on right now. And that so many other beings are also. So again, as I said to my beloved Isabella, working with the energies of crystals in your physicality, it can be so beneficial because we can program that crystal to be a representation of you with awareness. So you act as you. So those two channels in your body, they will be always divine in your awareness. They will be always healthy in your awareness. Does it make sense, dear one?
Perfectly. Thank you.
If you say that we use the crystal as your womb, for example,
Mhm.
and if you see the crystal as God, if you sense it, if you feel that energy, and if you can see that in a way it is always crystallized, it is always paralyzed, so it can never be touched. So it's perfect, it's healed. So using crystals can be so helpful, and I know that you like working with them.
Yes.
So you can do that. And I will suggest for you carnelian, because it's
Thank
going
you.
to help you with your own fire and bringing that fire up. And another thing that I would say that could be very helpful for whoever is working with self-power is working with those snakes as first, if you are freaked out by snakes, use just the energy. There's no need to imagine a snake, because it's okay, because the mind will try to tell you that it's dangerous, because that's the role of the ego, to give you choice, to propose you with choices, so you can choose to dive into that fear or not. But we can also trick the mind, we can trick the ego, so you can use something else. Just imagine a current of energy, and then work with that energy as you're working with carnelian or red jasper. You work with that from the bottom of your spine all the way up, and focusing on the throat as you come with the energies, as we taught you about the two serpents. You can use any animal if you will. Focus on the throat. And as you collect that energy on your throat, imagine it opening and expanding to the infinite, because you are free to express yourself. And then all of that fear will just fade away, because it has never been true to begin with. It is just the mind giving you options, and you can choose differently.
Thank you so much, Isis. It makes a lot of sense. And thank you for being with us.
Thank you,
Much
dear
love.
one. I
Much
love
love to
you.
I love you too. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Ludmila.
Thank you, girl.
Thank you. Bye. Okay. We've got 4 questions from our friends that are working in a project with you.
Yes.
So the first one they have is, what can we do to maintain the internal balance of the feminine and masculine?
Oh, dear one, there's just so much you can do. But let's say that a simple way is choose something to be a manifestation, to be a representation of the divine masculine, and one to be the divine manifestation of the feminine. And it can be so many things. You can use elements such as fire and water. You can use the moon and the sun. You can use gold and silver. And just let your intuition tell you what it is that you are supposed to use. And there are so many rituals and ceremonies that you can perform on yourself, for yourself and others, to allow you to embrace those energies. That's all it takes. Awareness, dear one. Because it has always been there. Those energies are part of you. They also offer you diversity within yourself. So honoring those energies inside of you is all it takes. Becoming aware of them and the ways that they express through you without any judgment. Let the fire work its way. Let the water work its way. Let the moon serve you. Let the sun serve you. However you choose, know that you are choosing from the divine, because there is no other way. And there are so many modalities that you can choose to work with. So many practical things that are just there within your reach that you can decide on practicing. But it really depends on you, dear one. Which one do you want to explore right now? I would suggest allowing wonder, the frequency of wonder, to take place. And don't take yourselves too seriously. That's very important too.
Thank you. The second question is, what is the sexual practice that support the path of ascension?
Any sexual practice that is in alignment with simply being aware of how powerful it is. Any sexual practice that comes from the heart, that comes from understanding that you are beautiful, you are perfect, You are divine. Any sexual practice that comes with self-love, self-appreciation, and respect for yourself. Because then that's what you will explore with someone else if you are practicing with a partner. And also knowing that it is okay to have boundaries. It is okay to explore, to say yes, to say no. You are free, and your sexual energy is your biggest friend when you want to manifest anything, because it is the energy of creation. That's what it means. You call it sexual energy. We call it simply divine creation. And being aware that every single time you have any sexual encounter, whatever it is on your mind, on your heart, it manifests. And we don't say that to impose any kind of fear. It's just so you are aware. And using those energies is a sacred thing. It just depends on if you are aware of it as such or not.
Thank you. Third question. What is the effective way we can communicate the ascension process to men?
Dear ones, you need to stop seeing yourselves and others as you are not ascended already. That's the only thing. Everyone is born enlightened. Everyone is divine and perfect. In whatever way they choose to express their divinity, it is the right way for them within their dream. It's not your place to change, to move, to transmute even anything for someone else. And we'll say that such as the divine masculine, the divine feminine has been wounded for so long, simply because you misunderstood it. You took it as the physicality. I think that's where you got mistaken. You take the female body as being the female energy, and it's not like that. And then you gave labels and names to everything. Removing those labels from yourself is all it takes. The masculine is arising such as the feminine, not only by themselves, but within every living creature on earth. The more you see others as wounded, the further you are from them. Because that's what you reflect. That's what you will perceive. Because you see yourself as wounded. So I'll tell you something so important right now, dear ones, for everyone watching. Choose a process. Honor the process. And be done with the process. It's the most important part. Be done with the process. And that goes for healing, for ascension, for whatever it is that you want to call it. Choose the process you want to use and honor that and love that, but then be done with it. If you keep creating again and again, more and more separation, that's what you will experience with your brothers and sisters. The more you feel united with yourself, with all of the energies that expresses through your physicality, the more you simply see that everyone is you. So I ask you, how is the divine masculine in you needing balancing? or ascension. That's how you labeled it. Choose a process, honor the process, and then be done with the process.
Thank you. The last question is, where are the attributes of the masculine?
Everywhere. There is no answer to this one, dear one. It is what you call it. It can also be not labeled at all. It's your choice.
Thank you. Let's bring the next person on screen. It is Elizabeth. Okay. Hi, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oops. Okay, it's working. Yay. Okay. My question is if Isis would like to share about the diamond light codes.
Thank you, dear one. We could share some about it. I think we would prefer coming with a full class, as you call, about the theme. Because then you will be more organized, and you know that I like my organizations and, you know. But I'll tell you that those are simply codes that you were born with. They are within yourselves and between yourselves. And getting more awareness, and that is the word of the day, and that is the word of this generation, awareness of the fact that you are not separated from God. That's the only thing that you're here to actually do. It's become aware of that. And those codes can help you decode the message. It can help the mind understand the concept so you can fully embrace it. And as I said, it is in such joy that we say that the collective is finally ready. All of them in their each individual time and each individual consciousness. But finally, it's ready. So you can become aware. So the ways that these diamond codes can offer you awareness is in a more scientific matter. And it's not that hard to understand. And we know that sometimes the one that is bringing that forward for everyone in very practical ways is Ra and the whole collective of Ra. And we know that sometimes they speak in ways that the human mind has a hard time to comprehend. So that's when we come and we help you. So I would honor him and his current mission, as humanity likes to say, with you, so he can come first, and then we'll come and answer your questions about the theme. Does it sound okay for you, dear one?
Yes.
But keep working in what you are working. You are also one receptor of the codes, so you can activate others. So I'll tell you, honor your physicality and work with water right now.
I've been experiencing migraines.
You need to let go. Let go of the energy and just allow it to be. That's all. That's why I say water, because you have such a strong connection with water. So laying yourself in a bath and using herbs, lavender is going to help. Lavender oil, or simply the tea. and just sit with that and allow the water to absorb the energy. And if you want, you can use crystals as receptor of that energy. So they will hold that for you. So the body is not too overwhelmed. Does it make sense? And channel that energy however you want. I would suggest art.
Any personal messages?
The body does not understand the question.
Any personal messages for her?
Keep doing what you're doing and be aware of how you interact with others. So you are respectful to yourself and to them. So you are in alignment with your mission. So you can share your light to others. Don't be scared to shine your light. Keep in mind that you work together with so many others. So many powerful beings are on your path for you to work with. So the better it is your relationship with yourself and with them, the more you create in unison. And that's just beautiful to watch. You're doing the right thing, dear one. I love you.
Love you too. Letting go and surrender. It's just how to let go. It seems simple.
It is. The mind complicates. You just need to allow. It comes with trusting God. And as I said, it is okay if you want to name it something else. If you want to name it Hillel, if you want to name it Yeshua, if it helps, they will work like that for you. If you want to name me, it's okay. Choosing the process, honoring the process, and releasing the process. So you can say that your trust is in Hillel. You can say that your trust is in Yeshua. Because then you see that it gets really hard not believing them. How would you not believe in Yeshua? In whatever it is that he tells you? Because you know that you already have that connection with him. You know he's not going to lie to you. So you trust him. And he'll teach you about surrender. Because he'll just tell you to do something and you do it. And then it will work. And then along the way, you will understand that he was just acting as a catalyzer for your own divinity, your own higher self. But we understand that sometimes it gets a little intricate, it gets a little hard to believe yourself, to trust yourself, because of such hard programmings that have been happening with you and your mind over the years. So just name them something else. Name them Lilith, name them Mary Magdalene, because then you already have that respect, that love. And whenever you're ready, they'll show you that they are you. So you've been trusting yourself all along, but you need to start somewhere. So untangle the mind, dear one. Your mind is all over the place. There's no relying in the mind. The mind is not the God of you. You are the God of you. And God comes from the universal heart. It is everything. So that's why we tell you choose. Choose because you can. Choose because you're God. You're powerful. And just let it be. And trusting also comes with understanding that whatever it is that you manifest, it is God. So yes, I'm saying that if you manifest a disease, it is God. If you manifest a partner, it is God. if you manifest breaking up with a partner, it is God. Everything is. That's the only thing. Surrender comes with understanding that you are not the victim of your dream. You are the owner, you are the boss of it. And it can be whatever it is that you want. But the more you fight against your own instincts, the more you fight against your humanity, the further away you put yourself from union. You separate. Love all. Accept all. So then you will just start experiencing surrender with ease as it is supposed to be. There is no saying that an outcome is a wrong outcome. It isn't. I'll give you a little bit of a gruesome example. If you drink water, you love the water. The water feels good in the throat. And then it goes through your body, it goes through a process, and it becomes pee. And then you call pee bad. Do you understand what I mean, dear ones? The water was God when it got into your body. It just got out a little different, and then you call it bad. It's still God. So that's why we tell you to choose a process and honor it. Because it does not matter what outcome, it's still God working through you. And that's the awareness that gives you freedom to explore. Just knowing that everything that happens for you. And you are the God of your own creation. You're not a victim. And that's all.
Do you have any other question?
I'm complete. Thank you.
I couldn't hear you.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Love you.
Love you.
How is the body? Is everything okay?
She is a little cold.
Yeah, we have nothing to cover you up right now. I have a glove for you. Hold it.
Thank you.
We have a question here from Julie.
Doesn't she want to come on screen?
She had to leave. Oh, she's back. Oh my God. Hi, Julie. You okay?
I know
this is
stuff
cool. You know
too.
stuff. That's fine, Julie. If you okay, I found you. I'm ringing you. Hi. Hold on. Can you hear us? Say something.
Oh, I cannot hear you.
Okay, I can hear you now. Yep.
Oh, I know what's happening. Sorry. I had my...
No, it's okay. I think we
Okay, got it.
did something to the settings and it's not working properly, but we can hear you.
Okay. Yay. Okay, my question, can you hear me well? It's
Yeah.
okay? Okay. It's about the number 23. I've not, it's fascinating. It's showing up everywhere. Normally I understand a little bit. I have a feeling with the numbers and the message. We have a thing going, but the 23 is intriguing me at the moment. So maybe there's something that can come up about it.
It is fascinating. You are decoding DNA, decoding chromosomes,
Oh, wow.
and working with that, with the crystalline DNA that is innate to you. You are simply awakening it. And that's
wow.
what we'll be working together on, if you will.
Yes. Nice.
because it is in such alignment with you and what you love. It gives you excitement, doesn't it?
Yes.
So go for it. It's just a pool of information, dear one, that it's supposed to come from you because you have it. Does it make sense?
Yes. Yeah. But maybe I'm missing something about how to access it.
Maybe you're thinking that you're missing something. It is what is giving you the feeling that you're missing something.
Exactly.
Yes, it's just the mind. You have that. And every time you speak of that. And that is love. It's simple. Love is simple. God is simple. Human mind complicates.
Yeah.
So you're not missing anything, dear one. And we'll give you the tools to comprehend it a little better.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
It just comes with learning to love yourself. It is that simple. And I know that learning that is sometimes not the easiest because, as I just said, you are programmed to do the opposite your whole lives.
Yeah.
So that's the process that we teach through this vessel.
Yeah.
We teach you to access that pool of love that is within yourself. And then everything just comes because everything is just there. It's the truth of you.
Yeah.
And you can call me anytime. I would love to work with you. Well, I would love for you to be aware that you are working with me.
Yeah. Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
Thank you, Julie. Do you have any more questions?
That was it. Thank you.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you.
The Portuguese word for what I just did to her was intimei.
Yeah,
Wasn't it? Yeah. I just called her and there
Call
was
her
no
out.
way she couldn't say no.
Yeah. I had a hard time understanding the word in Portuguese because I was
Oh.
thinking in English and I was like, what? Let's take another question from YouTube. Lizzie asks, what is Vedic civilization standards?
I'm sorry, dear one. The body is
I'm glad you found
distracted.
it. You found
I will. You
the
can
prayer
have
shop.
your
My
glove
glove bag.
back. Yes.
Thank
It
you.
looks great on you. Despite of what Annie says.
I have one on. If I have both, I can't touch with the cell phone.
May you repeat the question, please?
Yes. From Lizzie, what is Vedic civilization standards?
Standards?
Yes.
It is what it makes it. It's human. There is no right answer, I'll say. And I will tell you that whatever comes from love, in your awareness of love, that's what you will read as. So whatever you do with love, it expresses as love to you. And that's the truth for any organization. It's a choice you make. You are the god of your own dream.
Thank you. Let's bring the next person on screen. And it is Corey.
Finally.
Let's see. Hello.
Hello, loves. How are you?
Fabulous.
Awesome. Well, first, Isis, thank you so much for always being with me. I love you so much. And it is such an honor to finally be able to speak with you this way. So thank you so much for coming through.
I love you, and I love seeing love through your eyes.
Thank you. I tried to do my best, that's for sure.
You do.
It's one of the questions that I have is regarding money. I know that it is a belief system that runs within our systems, but I'm having a hard time with it lately, with not having enough. And I know that by thinking that way, it causes to have not enough. But is there something that I can work on that will help me be more abundant in the money area?
You are complicating too much, dear one.
Okay.
Because you keep thinking and thinking, and it's just a trait of your personality, and I'll tell you that's not going to change.
You got that right, girlfriend.
Yes, I know. So you need to learn how to use that in your favor. That's all. Because if it's there, and if it's a trait of you, of your body, of your personality, of your individuality on earth, it is there to serve you. So you just need to figure out how can it serve you the best. Because analyzing things to its core, it happens with many of you. It happened with me too. So we think about everything and we see everything so perfectly, so easily. We see others and situations and we can approach them through all points of view. But the thing is looking in the mirror and seeing us, seeing love when we see us. And that is all. Self-love opens the way to everything else you might want to manifest. And I know that you've been working on it for a while, and oh, how proud I am of you, and how well you're doing, and how you are paving the way for so many more to come. I thank you for your everything on earth, for your embodiment, for all of the challenges that you proposed for yourself so you could overcome them and teach others about it. Abundance has everything to do with creativity. So I'll ask you, how are you expressing your creativity right now? That's the answer.
Okay, I'm going to have to look at that a little bit deeper because I don't feel creative.
Yes,
I
that's
feel
the
like
point.
Yeah, I feel I can, if there's something that comes my way that I have to do, then I can do anything. But the
Yes.
nature of becoming creative is something I need to work on, something maybe I need to
It
listen
is
to.
so simple, dear one. Invent something that you like. Whatever it is. It can be drawing something. It can be talking about the movies and the series that we have been watching to others. Create anything. Do you know something that you are very good at creating that you don't give yourself enough credit for? Your oils. Create
Yes.
that for others. Create that for yourself. Just work with whatever it is that you have in hand. Write me a letter. Write Yeshua a letter. He likes that. Write your sister's letters. This looks fun, doesn't it?
Yes.
I think
Yes.
Flavia would like that.
I love writing letters.
So you can express your creativity with words. And you just feel that block being removed. And then, of course, there's so much alchemy that you can work on that you're so good at. Working with your sexual energy and allowing that to really manifest through your sacral chakra. So work with crystals that are for the sacral chakra. For you right now, for your abundance, I would say tiger's eye, is going to be very helpful and citrine. So meditating and using your sexual energy to raise your creativity and bring it all the way through your body. Sing if you want to, speak. Something else that has been coming for you and you've been trying to avoid it is light language. It is in your DNA, dear one. There's nothing you can do about it.
I do feel twitching and weird things happen every so often, and I do try to allow it, but I know what you mean. So thank you for pointing that out.
Yes, you are so aware, but the ways of the world and your environment and the places that you inhabit, your work
Yeah.
and your family, it gets in the way sometimes, and it really does, because being on earth is a balance, and that's why it's so much fun. So maybe doing something with your children, that is creative. Let
Okay.
Jake decide next time. He's very creative.
Yes, he is.
Work on an
Very
art product together. He's gonna love that. And you have fun and you feel creative. And then you see that abundance just comes and flows because you're not stopping yourself from it. It is not even in your belief system anymore. It's not something that you need to transmute or clear. You've done all of that. You are done with the process, aren't you?
Yes.
So it's just a matter of accepting it, seeing yourself as worthy of all of your dreams.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear one. Thank you for being me in a body right now.
I love it. Let's do this, girlfriend.
Yes, we're doing it.
Thank you, Flavia. Love you.
Thank you, love. Love you.
The dogs are having fun today, aren't they?
So much fun.
I'm trying to keep the body stabilized.
Yeah.
Good is that I know the body so well.
Yeah, she goes crazy with the dogs.
Oh yeah, she's gonna have a lot of fun when she finds out.
Yeah. Next question we have. And we might not be able to answer all of the questions because we have so many today.
Am I popular?
Super
I think
popular.
that's the case.
Yeah. There's a question here from Meg. And I think she's raising her hand, so it might be better to bring her on the screen.
Yes.
Yeah, she's here. Let's see. It was a question on YouTube, but since she's here. Hi, Meg.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. So my question is about vulnerability. I have a history of some traumatic relationships where I was deceived in the past. And there's currently someone interested in getting to know me, and I feel the wall around my heart, even though I desperately want to become vulnerable. And I'm asking Isis her recommendations and if there's any specific crystals she would recommend me working with.
Yes, dear one. The first thing that I have to tell you is forgive your innocence. Innocence is divine. So that's the first thing.
Okay.
And it's beautiful. It's loving. And others can see that in you and it inspires them.
Yes.
So don't judge that. It is part of you. And it's God all the same. And trust yourself. Trust the place that you are right now. So that's the other thing. Forget about what happened. Focus on right now. And I'll tell you something that might help you remain in the present moment. Is asking yourself at that second, whenever you're feeling that fear crawling back in, Am I enjoying the right now? Am I enjoying this moment? Does it feel loving for me right now? So whenever this other person is talking to you or expressing their love to you, ask yourself, does it feel loving right now?
Thank you.
And then just allow. Because there is no need to relieve anything that has already gone. Just trust that. Trust your own power of manifesting a partner, such as you want, and enjoy every single moment without expectation. Because expectation is what creates the anxiety and the fear. Just know that you are God enough to create a beautiful experience out of this. And there are many crystals you can work on. I'll say that lepidolite is one of them for you right now. And rose quartz, wearing that around your neck, is very good.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, dear one. I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you, Meg. Love you.
You too.
We have 2 more people that would like to come on screen and 5 questions in the Q&A section. So how's the body? How would like to go?
Let's do the 2 people first and then we see.
Okay.
The body needs to be.
Okay. So I'm bringing Julie on screen.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Isis.
Hello, dear one.
I'm so happy to be here, and I would like to ask, is there as much power and benefit to creating sexual energy with a friend as there is with a romantic partner? We call this friends with benefits. And is this a wise practice?
Yes, dear one. Because it is also an innocent practice. And it is for fun, for enjoyment. So there is no expectation. There is no heaviness. I might tell you that sometimes it's even better because you eliminate everything that you call or you judge as not being perfect. Because you're not there for anything other than enjoying the moment. So you allow yourself, you free yourself to simply be. And that's when you create magic, dear one. So I'll tell you, go for it. And respect yourself and respect your partners. And love you and love them. And know that there is nothing you can ever do that takes away your innocence or your divinity.
Beautiful, thank you.
It's a very good question.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions, Julie?
I do, but I will save it for another day since there's
It's okay.
some
I want you here.
others. Okay, thank you.
Calling you out too.
Well, when we experience or see one human hurting another human deeply, how do you suggest that we really practice forgiveness and unconditional love without holding their history against them?
Yes. It is just learning that no one is actually the victim in the situation. Sometimes it feels like it is through the human eyes, but that is being persecuted, they are so powerful and so graceful that they came to your awareness to teach you about power and power over and power under and how it expresses within yourself. So I'll say that releasing any kind of judgment can be very helpful in any of those situations. And just having compassion for you and for them. And understanding that every path is God's path. It is Source working through them. And if you manifested that in your realities because you are ready to let go of the thought that anything on earth can be bad, that there is such judgment to begin with. If you believe that God is all, then God is all. And it isn't an easy task, I know. Because some things just seem so simple, seem so obvious. But just knowing that even if it's not the right thing to do, so I'm not telling you to go slap your friends, to go say bad words to them and call them names, because it doesn't feel loving. So that's the discernment. It's not calling it bad or wrong. It's just seeing that as unloving. And what do you do to what needs more love? You give it love. And then it stabilizes everything within self. So just knowing that it's manifesting for you because you are powerful enough to give love where love is needed. And that's all. So you're not carrying anything, you're not carrying any heaviness. You're carrying only love. Sounds simple, doesn't it?
Very, but I think your explanation helps me see it more simply and hopefully from now on to live it more simply. Thank you so much. I love you.
Thank you. I love you.
Thank you, Julie. Love you.
Flavia, I love you too.
Okay, the next person is MC.
Beautiful sister.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here today, Isis. I love you very much.
I love you.
The answers have been beautiful to all the questions. My question is there something that I should be working on to help me with my spiritual development?
Dear one, the only thing that could help you right now is just looking yourself in the mirror. You are divine. There is nothing that you need to do to accomplish being more evolved. You are there already. You had always been. The things that humanity works on is awareness. And there are so many things you can do to open that awareness. So that's the evolvement. It's not you, it's not your essence. It's simply your awareness of what already is. Because you're perfect, you're divine. You're so beautiful and so loving, and everyone can see that. There are so many tools that you can use to see that for yourself. Do you have any tools in mind that you like to work on?
I think it's hard for me to see that. So I'm not quite sure how to do that.
I see that there's a lot of unworthiness in the womb. And that's what brings those feelings. And that's what blocks that awareness. So again, working with your womb, it's so beneficial for you and all your lineage. And it's women like you, so powerful, so driven, that come with those things so you can release so many others from the same pain. So other generations will not have that. Does it make sense to you, dear one, that you carry
Yes,
that in your womb?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
So it's just a matter of releasing that energy. Healing, if you see that healing is fit. And there are so many things you can work with. You know that I love alchemy and I've been practicing it for millennia. So my alchemy can be very helpful for you too. And just giving it your own little taste, making it a little bit more your own. So don't be scared to Explore with that to change what things you feel like needed changing. Working with crystals, with the elements, working with your body and moving your body, and how good that feels for you. Again, I will suggest the yoni eggs. It is such a beautiful and powerful technology that is right there for all of you to have. And learning to work with that in the way that it feels appropriate for yourself. We can talk about that for hours, but I need to release the body. There is anything else, dear one, you want to ask?
Just one more thing. I keep in my meditation, and even right here now, I see the symbol of the Omega, and I'm just wondering about that.
It's the symbol of the Divine Mother. It is the womb, dear one. It is the sacred womb of you. So it simply means that you're ready to work with your womb, to work with your yoni, and to honor that and to love that. It's just your higher self telling you that you are at that place in which you can sublimate that energy and you can just work with that and be done with the process also.
Thank you so much. I love you.
I love you. Thank you.
Thank you, MC.
Thank
Love
you.
you.
Love you. Love you too.
Okay. So, is there anything else you'd like to say? Any message to the collective?
I think I would like to go quickly through the questions. If they are not appropriate for the moment, I'll let you know.
Okay.
I don't like leaving things behind, as you can see.
Yeah. So, the first one is from Ileana. She says, "Hi Isis, I bought a mug with a painting of you because I was drawn to it 3 years ago. I didn't know who you were before that. Now I'm obsessed. I feel you're calling for me for a purpose. How are we connected and why?"
I'm a part of you always. And my call to you now is self-love, as it is for so many others. So that would be my succinct answer right now, dear one. Working on self-love, acceptance, and embracing how divine you are, how powerful you can be in your divinity.
Mia says, I would like to know what message Isis has for me. It's easier that way. Otherwise, I would have like at least 3 questions. Thank you, sisters.
You work with my energy everywhere you go, but you're locking my energy in certain places in your body. You lock it in your neck and you lock it in your womb. Simply because it not always feels as comfortable in the beginning as you start fully embracing my energy in your body. And you call me your guide, and I am, but I'm also you. So accepting my alchemy as your own, that's all it takes to release that energy. To fully express yourself and to love yourself enough to say that it is okay to take a break. It is okay to be angry. It is okay to be frustrated and sad. And it is okay to explore all of those feelings as one, with you, with your partner, with your children. So I'll say that just allowing myself to show myself through you without any judgment of yourself. That's my message for you, and that's going to give you a little bit to think. I know. I love you.
Next question is from Tabitha. She says, "Lately I've been having many dreams of snakes, lots of them. Some of them even had laid eggs and hatched. Some turned out to be my pets. And once I got bitten. Could you tell me what this could signify?"
It's your Kundalini awakening, dear one. It's that simple. You're ready to work with the sexual energy in your body to manifest. So do that. I think I would like to give you a little manifestation to use with that. But I'll give that in a class so we can release the body now. Remember that for us, dear one.
Okay.
Just gave you a task.
Oh yeah, I will certainly write it down.
Mm.
We're gonna reduce the body now, or go through the other questions.
Let's see
Okay.
the questions, please.
Dawn asks, should I know Isis? Do I understand her energy in some other manifestation?
You see me in so many of the women in this group, dear one. You know me already, and I work with you also. I work through Horus in you to help you open your heart. And you've been doing very good in that. So thank you. And I love you.
Thank you. Tanya asks, any advice for me about my healing work and the new modalities I'm trying to learn and use?
Stop trying, start doing. Again, the quote for today is choose a process, honor the process, and then be done with the process. Whenever you choose to be done with your processes, dear one, then everything starts just flourishing and being reborn. As long as you keep holding yourself back with your own thoughts, with your own worries, then it seems so far away. You are already that. You are a healer. Whatever it is that you're bringing to the collective is something new and powerful. You just need to trust that it's ready and that you're ready. And then there's nothing that you need to change in yourself. Just accepting. And that's all.
Thank you. Maria says, I'm fascinated with the concept of dream walking. What can you tell me about how I could become more aware of how I could help others in this way?
I think this is for another time, dear one.
Okay. Next one from Elmer. Do you have any message for me in my spiritual journey?
Your journey is what you choose it to be, dear ones. Because in truth, you are always enlightened. There is not a single day in your life in which you are not God. And that's my final message for everyone. You are God always, and we tell you this in as many ways as we can. We reach you in so many levels of awareness. Simply being aware of that and then honoring your journey as it is. He gives you peace, He gives you freedom, and He opens you up for the wonder of God. So use that word this week, wonder, and you see how powerful your creations are. I love you, dear ones. Thank you for allowing me to come through this form again. I had a lot of fun.
I had a lot of fun too. Thank you very much. And
Thank you.
we're probably going to call you again to continue these questions at another
Yes.
time.
Anytime you want, dear one. I'm always here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all for being the embodiments of the divine. I'll give her back the body now.
Okay. Thank you. Love you.
Love you.
Hi, welcome back.
Hmm.
Welcome back.
Hi. Oh God. Oh, my third
Okay.
eye. My third eye.
Your third eye? Yeah, you're not seeing matter.
There's a blue light that is also green. Here. Okay.
In my third eye.
Yeah, in you, your head. It's
Of course.
beaming.
Tanya was seeing someone behind me. We couldn't get to her question, but
Oh,
yeah. And a male voice coming from you, so
that's Horus and Ra and Hathor. It's like they're all human body.
yeah.
I look a little crazy. Sorry, guys. Okay.
When don't you?
Oh my God.
Yeah, the dogs are barking so much today, and
Sorry about that, guys.
yeah, Isis was trying to keep you in the body.
Oh,
Well, to keep herself in the body.
she kept it alright.
Yeah.
God, it was like a power nap of like 1 hour. I don't know how long that was.
We could go to most of the questions. I think there are like 4 questions left, but I think we did a good job. She did like a quick run by the
Oh, yeah?
end. So yeah. Awesome. This was amazing. Thank you much, Flavia. Thank you.
Was that
It's
fun?
always amazing.
Okay.
It is always fun to have them. We did something wrong with the settings and we couldn't bring them like their camera on screen, only the audio. Yeah.
That's probably me
Yeah.
doing shit wrong
Yeah.
with technology. Sorry about
I wasn't
that.
gonna put you out like that, but I said we, but
Oh yeah,
okay.
that's me for sure.
Yeah,
Because I
okay.
created this, so I
Yeah.
don't know what I did wrong.
You just
Oh, I
forgot
remember
to
that
update it.
that I created the webinar, and then I thought, I'm gonna tell Flavia to take a look and see if she needs to change anything, but I forgot telling you.
It's okay. It worked and it's just perfect.
Let me see what people are saying in chat, because that's how I participate after I. So how was that for you guys?
Oh,
Did we get to go through a lot of people?
Mia draw something. I think around 5 or 6 people came on screen.
Oh, that's cool.
Can't
Please
wait
let
to
us
see
know
it.
what you drew, Mia. It happens to me all the time when I'm listening to someone else channeling. I always draw stuff, light languages.
Mhm. You can share it on the Facebook group if you want to.
Yeah.
There's the Patreon one or the other one you choose. A lot of voices, but I couldn't identify it. Yeah.
That's cool.
In the beginning, I even when I opened, because on YouTube it has like a 5 to 10 seconds delay, so I could see my reaction here after. Right before she came, I saw her looking at me, but I was like looking down, and then I saw her like right here, her face like looking, and I was like, she scared me. Like, okay, and then I saw, and my face was just.
I was so
Jesus.
nervous.
Yeah, you did great. So many great questions, though.
That's cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's telling me to. She's saying that she will remind me of some. There's some
Yeah.
other things that she want to do, like a follow up to this.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. She's telling me to go chill.
I was curious about it. You saw Flavia. Yeah, it was Isis like facing me right here.
It's like, hi.
Yeah, she like you were like this, and right before she came, she did like this.
Really?
Yeah,
That's kind of creepy.
yeah. Right? Like I'm coming in.
Hi.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Like all right.
so that's fun. I don't know what we have next because I have here and have not.
Yeah. I'm
We
gonna
have
check
another
this.
channeling. It will be
We
with
do.
Horus, and I think it will be a normal one, unless he wants to do it like this.
A normal one.
Yes, I mean, I don't even know if it's gonna be a trans channeling, but I don't know what he wants to talk about either, because
Yes.
everyone is kind of quiet. So I
The-
am telling you, we look awful on that. But
Let me
yeah, I
just
think
see
that,
the-
and we have healing ceremony with Sarah for all the chakras.
Yes.
And Isis wants me to talk about yoni eggs, that we have them ready.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start the blessings this week. And yeah. Okay, she wants to work on some stuff with yoni eggs. I don't know what she's talking about, but I'll talk to her later.
Wow. I don't know where the.
No, she told Isabella that she should have a rose quartz yoni egg. That's cool.
Yes, and
They're so
someone
beautiful.
else carnelian.
That's why she wants to work with yoni eggs. Then.
Yes. She told MC too. I don't know what you mean. That you look awful about it.
It's
So
the-
beautiful.
it's
It's the thumbnail.
the thumbnail on YouTube because we were
Yeah.
talking and we look kind of crazy.
Where's the camera? Like, I don't know. Yeah, you can see it properly.
I was moving the head.
Yeah, I like every single
Oh
time.
God, I need to pee so bad though.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So thank you very much for being here, holding space for me. I'm gonna watch this one because she has
Yeah.
stuff that she wants to work on. That is a project of this channeling. So we can expect more classes with Isis. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Still, everything's kind of fuzzy, but
Mhm.
she'll brief me later, I think. So
Yes.
yeah, talk to you soon.
gonna
I
be
love
awesome.
you guys. Yes,
Thank
I love
you,
her.
love
She's
you.
just so
Yeah.
cool,
She
to work
is.
with, and the ways that she explains things. So
Yeah, so practical.
Yeah, I love
And
working with
loving.
her.
Yeah.
So thank you guys. I love you. Thank you for
Thank
supporting
you.
us and being here for us.
Yes.
I love you.
Bye.
Bye.
See you. If I can do this.